What's up, y'all? Hope y'all can hear me out there. Hope somebody can hear me. Let's see. All right. What's going on, everybody? Waiting for him now. It's your boy Cool Gent 87 in the building. Up a little bit late. I should be asleep, but I'm actually doing some things right now. But just a topic I just want to come up in my head. Music talk. Music talk in my head. Oh. Yeah, I was thinking like, as a music lover, I grew up with different genres, R&B and hip hop. I grew up on jazz, gospel, from an early age. I fell in love with R&B, and because some of y'all know I can sing, so that's one of the reasons why. And but I'm always consumed by a lot of other genres that I do love, just a blend. I was wondering, like, can we go back to the real music, y'all? Like, for real, can we go back to real soulful singing, real, like, I miss the bands, they used to have, like, back in the day, even with my parents' generation, baby music era, the 70s and stuff, man. Even, I say go back far as the 60s too, I was thinking about the Temptations and all of them. It's like, can we go back to them? Can we go back to a generation where, like, people really appreciate music? Because it just seems like everything is just dead now in this generation. Like I said, I think another reason why I think, like I said, R&B is dead is because nobody's in love no more. So you may hear it, but it won't sound the same as it did like previous generations before. So it's like a art that's been faded into the background that no one really appreciates, and it's just sad that a lot of artists got to go overseas. Even maybe some hip hop artists too, but got to go overseas, just to get their music played. But now it's gotten worse. That's what, like, a lot of the musicians slash music artists out here now, because you know since this COVID-19 thing is going on, it's been really keeping a lot of artists back. I think, like I said, I think they do their shows like on IG, maybe sometimes just social media appears, some of the social media sites that they have, but IG is the one I know of. So I don't know how they do the other shows, but yeah, man, it's like, we gotta get back to appreciate music and stuff. Put your younger kids on, you know, music that we grew up on. You know, put the younger generation up on real music, because after a while, so like for us, see, I'm a millennial. I think maybe between like the millennials and around that time, I think we probably the last generation that actually had like real music, coming up. Even even my parents' generation stuff. I love, 60s. I'll go back to 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And the 2000s too was good. I'm saying around 2005, that's when music kind of start to decline, kind of go downhill, like just very slowly. But it was still good music. It's like it was just getting harder to find like real artists and real songs. It was real hard to find artists like people I grew up on. You know, I did grow up on Outkast. I did grow up. Well, for hip hop, I did grow up on Pac. West Coast hip hop. You know, um, East Coast, the Nas. All of them at the time. I know when I got older, I was more intrigued with the R&B. Which I started to listen to more, and I just fell in love with a lot of records though. You know, a lot of artists that I can think of. I mean, back in my head, and you don't really see a lot of them no more. You know, I remember Jag Wire Wright was talking about how a lot of artists have to go overseas to get their music played, because you know, you can't find real music over here. What's going on, Jive? Jen, how you doing? Yeah, I used to listen to Bone Thugs a long time ago. Yeah, yeah, I used to listen to it a long time ago. You know, the genre, you know, the music nowadays, 'cause I was talking about R&B too. It's like a lot of the music nowadays is just not, it's like you got to search for it now. It's really, really rare. And I'm going to say one of the artists I found, I know she's probably been out for some years now. This is my opinion. Ariel Lennox is really good. She's a female vocalist, yes, but she's really good. She's really good. Can't find too many male artists that's really good. Shout out to my boy Mario Smith though, Rio, very soulful singer though. He should have been on the map a long time ago. But yeah, it's just it's just tough to find real music now. Something that's gonna stand out to me. An artist that has his own, they have their own style. You know, everybody back in the day had their own style. You know, what made them stood out, what made them different. They had their own vocals and stuff. Even if, you know, you can be, anybody can be inspired by somebody. You know, but it's just that real music isn't getting played no more. It's not getting played no more, and the radio station is just putting all these trash artists on here. And now the younger generation, cause what's the main genre now that's took over the United States? Period. Simple. And no disrespect at all. You know, but we know that hip hop has been, well, I don't want to call it hip hop because it ain't no more real hip hop. I mean, it's just rap now. You know, rap is really taking over now in this generation. You know, even the one before last year too. You know, around that time. But yeah, that's why R&B is not popular no more. You know, even if they do have like rap artists, but it won't be like the ones in the 2000s and the 90s and late 80s. It won't be like them at all. Yeah, Usher's a great artist though. He's a very great artist. I haven't listened to none of the stuff in a while, in a minute. Yeah, Casey and JoJo with Jodeci. Yeah, Casey and JoJo. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna show y'all an album. Hold on one second though. Hold on one second. I'm gonna show y'all. Uh-oh. One second. All right, I'm back. Did this real late. I don't know why I did it, but maybe I'll do another next time. Yeah, so this is one of the albums that really got me, that's really, really stood out to me and really made me want to sing and push my singing style. And this album right here. I don't think nobody know anything about this album. This is John B's Cool Relax album. Album he did back in '97, you know. And of course I got other albums stacked up as well. But something unique about this album, man, it just really stood out to me because, you know, yeah, this was one of the best albums I heard back in the '90s. Not just the only album, but it's just something that stood out to me. You know, of course I got the D'Angelo, you know, the Brown Sugar album, the Donnell Jones, you know, the Tyrese, the SWVs, the Boys to Men, the Jodeci's, the Drew Hills, what is I think Total, and so many other artists. But you know, this right here, you know, a lot of the songs on this album right here are so good. It's like there are really no remakes on this. Songs that should have been like, it could be like hits on the radio if we wanted to, but we know it's not gonna be like that no more. So there was just a different time period, time frame. But yeah, this is definitely my top five for sure. Definitely my top five. Like I said, artists don't really stand out to me no more. So this Cool Relax is just something really, really, really unique though, man. Like, it has like 16, how many tracks? 16 tracks on here, and I know every track from front to back. From front to back, I know like every song, and I sung it. And he had an actual outro song on here too. That's like at the end, like after like 20 seconds. It's a piano song, and it's one of the best piano songs I ever heard in my life. Incredible, 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 incredible. But yeah, man, it's just something good. See what y'all saying. Honestly, if you're trying to look for good R&B music currently, definitely listen to The Weeknd. He's from Toronto. Yeah, I heard good things about The Weeknd. Yeah, the Weeknd. I heard some things about him. He's a great artist. I heard about, of course, Bruno Mars. So you got LMA. I can't name a lot of the new artists now. I know the ones from my generation. I know the ones from my generation at the time that I grew up on. But yeah, man, it's tough. I don't know when the last time I actually heard an album that's like it's really just for me. I mean, all around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I haven't listened to that one fully, but I'll put it on my list. Oh, Cool Relax. It's a top 3 for me, man. Maybe it's just for someone like me. You have an album that's all around good for you. Like it's just for you. Like this album was just for me. So oh man, Neo was super dope, man. Neo was super good. Yeah, you know something? I remember like a few months ago he did a live stream, I think. But he sung to like Teddy Riley. I hope he produced his album. It'd be so dope if he did. Cause he's an excellent songwriter. A lot of people don't know about Neo. He wrote a lot of songs like Let Me Love You by Mario, which that really blew up his whole career, in my opinion. Maybe his album. The album is called 18, yeah, by Mario. Very underrated artist, Lloyd, all of them. But the song he did anyway, for Teddy Riley was it was by Blackstreet, Before I Let You Go. And he just brought the feels to the song. Now we know that Dave Hollister, like, he took it to church though. He really took it to church on that song. Dave Hollister is very, very underrated. I haven't heard nothing about him like in forever either though. You notice how like a lot of maybe like second lead singers or background vocalists, like members like on the in the group, like sound super good. It's just as good, if not better than the main artist. But not to put all the main artists down, because I love a lot of main artists. But like who you got? Jazz from Drew Hill, JoJo was so dope from Jodeci. He was super dope, man. He was so gifted. I don't know if I think he may have done an album by himself. I don't know, but man, oh my God. What's going on, Shed? How you doing? Yeah, man. Boys to Men was definitely that. It was definitely that. Great time in that era, man. And at the time, I honestly didn't know that New Edition had actually discovered them. I was like, wow. So that's how they got found. But yeah, man. I'm definitely an R&B here. It don't get a lot of love no more. I can go way back in the day and stuff. I like the old records. I used to love collecting the records and stuff. Like I'm a collector. You know what I'm saying? Just old stuff. Before the download and stuff. A lot of kids and stuff today, they won't know nothing about before like going to the store, like, and just playing your record, like playing the record at the music store. You know what I'm saying? Like it was nothing like it. Or hearing the song on the radio, where it could be hard to find a song, like you don't know who the artist is if they don't say it on the radio. You have to find it. Like it could be like 10 years from now, you may find the artist like you would look for forever, man. It just be like the most beautiful thing ever. It would just be like the most beautiful thing ever. Something special, man. Something special. I just, we ain't got a lot of the artists that we used to have. We grew up on so many artists, man. Just, I was sitting there just thinking about MJ. It's like, wow, man, sometimes I still can't believe that he's gone. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's like music died whenever he passed away. It's just like, man, the music world just been down, man. And you know what? We only have like a few artists left, that's out there. In my opinion, from the times, I still think about Stevie Wonder. You got Ronald Isley. You got Uncle Charlie from the Gap Band. I still think about Usher. I think about, a lot of them artists back then. A lot of them, man. Willie Hunch, Whitney Houston, yeah. Whitney Houston was super good. Man, she was so gifted, my God. Marvin Gaye, yep. Genuine, Akon, yeah. Yeah, man. But just the songwriters, the songwriting and stuff, man, was everything. So I think the top one for me right now, that's still top living legend in music, is Stevie Wonder, though. Now there are others out there right now that's still here today, But Stevie Wonder, man, Stevie Wonder inspired me too. So he's one of the greats. Respect to him. Kids don't know, it's like, man, we had like real music videos, was so creative. Act like this. Okay, there we go. I remember watching I think the whole Moonwalker with Michael Jackson stuff. The top 10 countdown to like the best R&B or hip hop videos at this time. Ain't got that no more. So yeah, times change, music change, people change. Another thing, I think the reason why R&B is dead is because people aren't in love no more. Especially not in this time, like in this country we live in, which everything's going down. Nobody ain't in love no more. Everything's about greed, all those different things. Everything's about greed now. So you won't really find a lot of R&B artists or people that just like can relate to you. You know what I'm saying? They can relate to you on so many like different levels with the music era. What's going on, 12? How you doing? How you doing? Just in here talking about old school R&B and stuff, and how, it's been pushed to the background and it's been faded out by, the rappers and stuff today. People don't, like I said, the younger generation don't really appreciate a lot of real artistry. You know what I'm saying? Know what it's like to take like 4 or 5 years to just put out a good album. You know what I'm saying? Just so the true heart of the fans can really appreciate that. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I wish I could have sung back in the generation. I wish I could have been on I wish I could have been on Soul Train. If it was one show I wish I could be on, I wish it was like Soul Train. I bet nobody in my chat remember Chucky Booker. I bet nobody remember Chucky Booker. Chucky Booker was a great songwriter, though. He played so many instruments and he sung. Way back in the New Jack Swing era was the golden era. The New Jack Swing era, Teddy Riley, all them guy, the group, you had Aaron Hall, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you had, Bobby Brown and all them, man. Like, yo, oh man, music was just so different. Go back and listen to how the music sounded back then, late 80s, early 90s, up to now. You can tell how the songwriting's changed, just the style of the singings and stuff. Like artists, like R&B artists don't really sing. It's like they rapping now. The rappers are actually taking over the singers. Truth be told, the rappers are taking over. So now they rap singing, and it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but when you sing, you something you feel from the heart. You sing from the heart, and you really like the listener can really feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that you're singing about come from the heart. Even the songwriting and stuff. But yeah, I definitely remember the OJs, man. Definitely, yeah, man. There's a picture of his son, Eddie's son, his son Gerald Levert, man. My God, I thought Jacquees was the replacement for Keith Sweat. I ain't gonna hate on Jacquees though. One track I did like he did was with my guy Donnell Jones, a legendary. But you know, I'm gonna say the thing about this. I know everybody was mad about with Jacquees what he did, but the thing about it also, I had looked at it this way too. I thought I was upset too, but I looked at it like, you know what? He kind of did something right, cause they woke up a lot of R&B artists. Like I remember they was on IG. And they was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who this dude talking about? Say he the king of R&B and stuff. Like, all the R&B artists start to woke up. That's how that millennial tour happened with the Marion and all them. So, shout out to Jacquees for that, too. But we know that Keith Sweat is going to be, he's still the legend, though, man. You know? And I'm going to say this, too, and I don't care how nobody likes this one I'm about to say. R. Kelly is still the king of R&B. I don't care what he did in his personal life. We know about all this stuff. Everybody knows something crazy. But you can't say that you don't like his music, though. He did, like, different genres. And he just made it his own way. Like, his style, his songwriting, his singing. So, he's very gifted, man. He is very gifted, you know. I don't care what nobody say, man. R. Kelly, man. He, in my opinion, I think he really made the 90s R&B. In my opinion, he personally made the 90s R&B what it is, in my opinion. You know, shout out to Babyface, because Babyface is like the king of songwriting, in my opinion, though. When it comes to love songs, I think Babyface got that hands down. I'm just saying. Yep, Rick James, and Tina Marie. Oh, man, she did a song called Cowbells, I think. Cowbells. Yeah. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yep. Ohio Players. A lot of those artists, man. I remember, what's the song I love back in the 80s? I love Patrice Rushin, though. She's a songwriter. A lot of people don't know about her. A lot of her music been sampled out throughout generations, though. They don't give her no credit. Like, the songwriters don't even get no credit. You know, the songwriters don't get no credit, though. But, yep. Patrice Rushin. It's another band I loved back in the 70s. Heat Wave. Always and Forever. It's a beautiful song. And who was the guy that helped produce it? Oh, I know his name. I know his name. It was on tip of my tongue. It was in my head. Rod Temperton. Yeah, because he did some songs for Michael Jackson and other artists too. So he was the guy's a legend too in the game. So yep, remix to Ignition though, that was hot. That was a hot track. That was a really hot track what R. Kelly did though, man. I think he just put out another song too called Shooter though. He put out another song. He put out a new song called Shooter. So yeah. Let's see what this is. Yeah, so he really got some tracks though, for real. Got some tracks though, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in though, man. Even behind the clouds chasing, you know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it. Share it if you got a social media tab. You know, just share it. You know, that's all. But I appreciate it. I'm just running my mouth. But I don't know what y'all think will take. What do you all think will take for to bring real music back, real R&B back? You know, I'm not saying that it never left, but it's been pushed in a closet. It's been pushed in a dark spot that nobody really talks about. But I'm always gonna be an R&B head. You know, I said I wish I could have been in the industry, but then again, you know, so much change. You know, people not. I don't know when the last time I know an artist that hit like double platinum on an album. You know, like when's the last time y'all know somebody that hit an actual double platinum or certified gold on their album? You know what I'm saying? Selling so many records. I can't think of any. So I think the newest genre I think was just a trap trap soul trap music. Things Brian Tilson, I think. Brian Tiller. The princess of R&B will forever be oh man. Aaliyah, man, oh my gosh, to listen to everything like it's the first time. Man, yo, rest in peace to Aaliyah though, man. Man, rest in peace to Aaliyah though, man. She was ahead of her time too. With Timbaland and all them. Genuine, Missy Elliott. Yeah, man. And Static Major too. Rest in peace to him too. Chris Brown is an R&B. Not no more. I like his early albums though. I mean, he still got good. The last album I had of his was Fame, which it was like Forgive All My Enemies. That was the last one I had though. He's more like on the pop side now. You know what I'm saying? So his first album will still be the best in my opinion though. His first album though. But yeah, it's like everybody too busy trying to be like rappers and stuff instead of being like their own genre. It's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? And then they calling, R&B rap and stuff. It's like, no. Well, R&B was R&B and rappers were rappers. So he's pop. Yeah, he's more a pop now. Yeah, Chris Brown is more on the pop side. So I wish a lot of artists would just go back to the old style they producing. But I understand evolution, things change. They gotta get their music sold, but gotta keep their stuff. They gotta keep their stuff like solid. What's going on, Careless Whippers, Pickaboo? Guess who? Yeah, Happy New Year's to you. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody hit that like button coming in though, man. Just talk about the music. The music though, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna start a series of doing this. I love talking about R&B. Usher is pop as well. Yeah, they going more on the pop side though. I hate they doing that though. I mean, they should stick with R&B in my opinion. R&B is what made them. We made R&B. Yeah, of course, Brian McKnight. Yeah, shoot y'all little Brian McKnight. Yeah, he's an excellent songwriter, piano player and stuff. I love his music too. Yep, I love Shy. I think they were talking about coming back. I don't know. I love Shy. Yep, New Edition, Tina Marie. Yeah, that was some hot albums though, hot tracks. Like I tell people, you're never too old to listen to R&B. Old school R&B because it just has something special. Like I said, a lot of adults don't put their kids up on real music no more. That's why they got the stuff that they got now. You don't hear a lot of people singing no more. Any of that. None of that stuff. Yeah, I remember Mark Morrison. Yeah, it's been like a long time. Ooh. H-Town. Rest in peace to Dino. Rest in peace to Dino. Man, that story, I remember watching that story on Song. And it was just so crazy. When they did a song called The Day That I Died, man. It was just, man, that was so crazy. That was so crazy. Like, wow. And I remember he told his brothers, his other two members, G.I. and Shazam, I don't think I'm gonna be him. He said, I don't think I'm gonna be much here longer. He said, man, why you singing that song? I know G.I. said he would never ever in his life listen to that song ever again. And him and his fiance, who was pregnant with his child, actually had a baby, but they ended up having a car accident, a car wreck. But the crazy thing about it, go and check out the video they did. It's called Emotions though, and it was actually him in the hospital bed. Crazy. I'm like, oh my God, it's crazy. Man, their story was like, man. And I saw Patti LaBelle in person. Somebody Lives You, baby, was a great song. Yeah, that was a great song. Yeah, shout out to legendary Patti LaBelle. Yep, passed away 2 weeks later though. Ain't that something though? And this puts me in the mind of too with Tupac too. I think the last artist he worked with was John B. You know what y'all talking about? Fire album. Cool Relax is one of his best albums, y'all. This like stands out to me so much though, man. Like I wore this whole album out. But yeah. He was the last artist that he ever worked with in the studio was John B. I remember John B did a interview on that too in Vlad. He said he was somewhere in another country though, in a church or something though, or a studio somewhere. But yeah, I saw Boyz II Men perform in person as well. I also saw Kelly and the Isley Brothers all. Which Kelly? Kelly Rowland, R. Kelly, which one? All awesome voices. Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. I know the Isley Brothers. Isley Brothers is one of my other favorite groups too back in the times. Like they have some of the best like songs I ever heard. You know. I could feel all their music. All their music. I never listened to it. Yeah, you're right. But even when he did hear it though, he said I would never play that track. That's the one track he said he'll never play. I remember saying that. Yeah, I remember Zap and Roger though. I remember was Pure Love. I Want to Be Your Man. I remember those songs. Yeah. Kelly Price. Okay, Kelly Price. Okay, Kelly Price. Okay, cool. Yeah, Kelly Price was really good. I think she's more on the gospel side now, or she's in between R&B and gospel. But yeah. Yeah, she does have a powerful voice. I'm gonna tell you a very underrated artist. I know she's a lady. And we heard her make some fire tracks with this one artist. Her name is Kiki Watt. She did the song by Joe. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And she killed it. I think it was like a little clip she did on IG at the time. But you know, her and Avant do like the perfect duet. The perfect duet songs. So yeah, that chick was on fire. Avant too though. His music was on fire. So I got an album there I haven't listened to yet. I actually bought it, which I don't really buy CDs. It's by Raheem Devon's latest album. I got in there. Let me see if I got it. Let me see. Ew. Nah, I ain't got it here. Oh, wait. Nah, I ain't got it in here. But, got it somewhere. Yeah, very, very dope album. It was like, man, here like 30, going on 34 minutes. That's what's up, man. Shout out to all y'all coming in here liking and, you know, sharing my content, man. I appreciate y'all. I haven't really uploaded nothing too much. Yeah, I thought music would be a great topic for me to talk about. So y'all know how I get down with music. You know. What? Another very underrated dude from the late 90s. Yeah, Joe was very underrated, man. Rose and Concrete World is one of my favorite songs. Yeah, I remember he got a song called Alone. I love that song. He did other songs too, like I think My Name Is Joe. But I love his stuff from the 90s too. A lot of his stuff. So yeah. Joe was very underrated. What category you place Mary J. Blige in? Oh, that's a good one. She's in between R&B and a little bit of hip hop. She's in between that. You know what I'm saying? That's really good. She's kind of like in between those two, R&B and hip hop. But it's hard to put in one place though. But yeah, she's a great artist from like making her what's the 411 album? Yeah, very good album, very dope album. You know, with I mean, she did one with Method Man, brother Method Man. I like D'Angelo. D'Angelo is one of my other favorite artists from the '90s. That Brown Sugar artist, that Brown Sugar album and that Voodoo album, but that Brown Sugar album was one of my favorites. Had a style to it. You know, the jazz, a little bit hip hop, and it was still R&B, a little bit of gospel. He had like a blend of everything. That's why I think that's why they got the neo soul. So yeah, yeah. When R&B was R&B, like the singers were the singers and the rappers were the rappers. And here's the thing too: if it weren't for the R&B artists, like the rappers wouldn't even be like where they are now. Cause it was the R&B artists in the '90s, the ones who uplifted the hip hop artists, cause they like collaborated with them on the album. And the greatest duo ever in R&B and hip hop, going back to what I said, John B and Tupac, Are You Still Down? That's one of the best collaborations though I ever heard, hands down. You got a lot of other ones though, yes I know, but that's gonna be my favorite one though, for real, y'all. That's gonna be my favorite one. Are You Still Down? Love that album, man. Cash Still Rules. Yeah, Cash Still Rules. Salt and Pepper. Yeah, I remember Salt and Pepper. Push it. But yeah, do y'all remember a group called Classic Example? I bet nobody remember a group called Classic Example. I bet nobody remembers it. Classic Example. I don't even think they wasn't out that long either. They did a soundtrack for South Central at the time, back in the late '80s, early '90s. The song is called All Right. I wish I could play it though, but you know now YouTube be so grimy and stuff. They don't want nobody playing on their music on here. So it's just crazy. I like unreleased tracks. I love underground artists that don't get no credit now. I love those type of artists. I go to a lot of gospel concerts, so it all sounds like R&B to me. Yeah, you know, everybody has a genre that they love. You know what I'm saying? And it has a certain sound that can attract your ears. You know what I'm saying? It's like food. It's a certain type of flavor that attracts me to, that gets my taste buds going. You know what I'm saying? Just like with music. So, yeah, I got some gospel too, though. But yeah. But yeah, y'all, I'm finna get off here in a second, though. But yeah, man, what's some of y'all favorite, like what's the one album that you truly love that stands out to you? I mean, you could post it. You know what I'm saying? Post it. Well, I'm gonna say post it, but just type it in the chat, the comment section though. Like I said, this right here album stand out to me. I got some other ones too, but this is like my top 3. This right here, the one that really made me start to sing. So yeah, they cool, relaxed though, man. They don't know. And I got Bonafide too, and Places You Like, and some of his other ones afterwards. Classic Example did that dope album, South Central, man. They went hard. Yeah, they did, man. And it's sad, like, you don't hear nothing about them, though, no more. It's like, I don't know what happened to them. Bone Thugs, Art of War, man. They were, like, some of the top best. Like, they were the artists from the Cleveland. Put me to mind, like, all the West Coast hip-hop artists, though. A lot of them. But, yeah, y'all. And also, let me say this, too. What year do y'all think that music, you get to R&B or just music in general, like, went downhill for you? Like, what would you say? What would you all say? I would say, in my opinion, I'm sorry, say like 2005, between 2005 and 2007. That's when music was, like, real music was starting to get hard to find. You know, it was just really becoming hard. You know, cause we know, hip hop, rapper was taking over now. You know, the crunk era. So R&B was started to slowly like fade out. A lot of it was starting to fade out. Both those are the only group that did collaborate with Easy. Yep, Easy E, Biggie, and Pop. Yeah, they super dope. They super dope. Bone Thugs. Outkast is one of my favorite hip hop duos, like, ever. That's top. That's top number one for me right there, man. I got some brothers too. I brought my bro on though, man. I was telling y'all about though. Him and my cousin did. They had a group called Two Suaves. I remember bringing them on one show on my live stream like last year. You know, album they sound like a combination of, it's like West Coast Outkast, a West Coast version of Outkast. You know, music is so, it's like at its best. I said if they would have came out with that album back in the 90s, like that probably they would have probably hit like double platinum. Like, no lies, the songwriting and everything. The songwriter. I got that music somewhere too though, so I'm about to bring him back on the show. I'm about to bring him back one day. Bring him back real soon. Talk about this music thing. Bring up some people who like do music on and just talk about it. Lil Jon, yeah, he started the crunk era though. Lil Jon, the East Side Boys, started the crunk. Yeah, Mobb Deep is really good. Yeah, Mobb Deep. Rest in peace to Prodigy. Rest in peace to Prodigy though. Yeah, I remember Mobb Deep. I always listened to De La Soul like the other day too, and MF Doom, Gangstar. Yep, Mace, Mace, man. He don't know if he's gonna be a preacher or he gonna be coming back in the music industry though, man. So, oh man, Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Oh man, I gotta have a music panel. People who love the hip hop, who love the R&B, a little bit of the gospel. You know, just have like just a talk with music though. Gotta have that talk though, man. The last real artist I was actually talking with, I said I gotta bring him on too, was my bro Jace from Soul For Real, the lead singer. So I'm about to hit him up, see if we can do like a live stream, do like a show. You know, talk about their time on the music. I forgot to tell y'all about that too though. Soul For Real is super dope. They are so talented, man. And they still got it today. But yeah, music is definitely it's definitely in my blood. So this is one of the topics I really love talking about. So yeah. So I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, man, coming in here and tuning in, sliding in with me, man. Cypress Hills. It's a lot of artists, a lot of bands out there that never really got a lot of credit. It's a lot of them out there. So let's see. Yeah, man. Yep, Cypress. Yep. The Far Side. Oh my God, man. I love that remix. It's a Philippine remix of what is it? It's a song they did. It's called Getaway. Or it's called Run. I think it's called Run. This is like a Philippines remix. Love it. I love all the music. It's too bad like around the early 2000s, that's when they stopped making music. What's up, Macon? How you doing? Shy. Yeah, Shy was a super good R&B group, man. Shout out to High Five too. High Five was another hot group back in the 90s. You know, rest in peace to Tony Thompson though, man. That brother, man. I don't think there was nobody else like who was singing like him. That brother, man. Tony Thompson. Tony Thompson though, man. Very gifted, man. Sad what happened to him. Rest in peace to him. Shy was a really great group. I remember Silk. Silk was really good. Silk, yep. I think they was ahead of their time too on their music. And I was listening to Jagged Edge. Jagged Edge was like one of my other groups I love. Let's see, 90s. Yep, I'm blessed. Hope you are well. Yeah, man, definitely for sure. Just sitting up here talking about the music and stuff, the genres. TLC, yeah. Shout out to TLC though. Yeah, they groups never, die out. Rest in peace to Left Out Lisa Lopez. Left Out Lisa Lopez. Yep, I was just thinking about them. Yeah, In Vogue. In Vogue was really good. In Vogue. See, we got Escape. Had a lot of great artists. Oh, yeah, Tony Tone, man. I'm gonna tell y'all the group too. Do y'all remember what was it? I know y'all remember a song called Blackberry Molasses. Anybody remember Blackberry Molasses? Oh man. Let's see. And y'all know who the lead singer is? Yeah, the Fugees with Lauryn Hill. Oh man, Lauryn Hill. Yeah, rest in peace to Left Eye. Rest in peace to her. Yeah, the Fugees. Yeah, did y'all know on one she was on the Apollo. She was on the Apollo, and that's Lauryn Hill. She was on the Apollo, and I remember she saw that night back in the late 80s. But she stood her ground and she got booed off there. Dang. I don't know if y'all remember that she got booed off there. The Apollo. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, you should look it up. Yeah, Tony Braxton came out with a new album late last year. Oh yeah, what's it called? I'm gonna check into it. I'm checking into it. Like I said, just as much the male artists, I like some of the female artists way back in the time, as well that I, listen to. Everybody had their own flavor, producers and stuff was everything, like Babyface, you know what I'm saying? Babyface, like I think he's one of the best producers / songwriters and he knows how to make you feel his music. This was missing. You know what I'm saying? If I have anybody to coach me in singing and songwriting stuff or instruments, it'd be Babyface. And I'm gonna go back to saying R. Kelly too, though. I'm just saying, y'all. I mean, the brother's gifted. You can't hate on what he does. I mean, he's gifted. He's gifted at what he does. Let's see this thing. Yeah. There's a lot of R&B I gotta catch up on, especially the 70s and 80s. Oh yeah, definitely a lot of great artists in the 70s and 80s and stuff. I said the New Edition. They came out in the 80s. SOS Band's a very underrated group back in the 80s. I love that band. I remember The System with Mick Murphy and Frank Davis. It was Frank Davis. The one played on the instruments though. Yeah, man. Yep. But yeah, I'm finna go ahead and get off here, though. I just want to come on here and just share my little experience with the music and stuff. This is one of my other favorite topics. So yeah, man. Remember Rakim? Yeah, I remember Rakim though, man. Like you never hear him cussing his music, man. Yeah, man. He's a living legend. He's a living legend, man. I think it was a DMX that looked up to him. He looked up to him. Yep, and Eric B. Yep, I do know some hip hop too. So a lot of artists today, I'm gonna tell y'all this too. Like they not really copying. Like they're not going back into like the genres. Like I said, jazz and stuff. Everything is trapped and technological. Like a lot of music's not really hitting the heart. They're not doing the instrumentation. So even hip hop had live instrumentation though. You know what I'm saying? The band, the drums, and the guitar and stuff. Like I'm gonna tell you a dude that I think a lot of us probably slept on. He probably came out around the late 2000s though, but he's a white dude. I think he overdosed, and he is like, man, he's so gifted. His name was Mac Miller. Mac Miller. Man. Mac Miller. Man, y'all can listen to his music though. Y'all can listen to it. I've listened to everything he's done though, but he was so creative and so gifted. It's like he just brought like the flavor back into like the hip hop side. I mean, yes, you got other artists out there. Like I said, shout out to J. Cole. I love J. Cole, Young Simba. Very, very, very creative though, man. Shout out to him though, man. I love all his music. Got Lupe Fiasco at the time. But yeah, there are some artists out there that's really good. There are some good artists out there. Yeah. Yeah, he's from Millington, Tennessee. Say Memphis though. He's from Millington. But yeah, I like the Justin Timberlake. But they gotta remember though, man. It was John B. It was John B. that opened the doors for like Justin Timberlake and Robert Thicke. It was John B. Yep. The Game. I've listened to a lot of his stuff though, but I heard him though. The Game and G Unit, 50 Cent. Yeah. Yeah, Floyd, all them. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to put a live show on that one day. Talk about all the music, but I'm finna get ready to get up off here though. I'm tired. So y'all have a good night. God bless you all. CG87 signing out. Peace. Y'all have a good night, y'all.